Donald Trump, the GOP frontrunner for president. I'm sorry, I could really just end the video right there, couldn't I? Donald Trump is the GOP frontrunner for president of the United States of America. Donald Trump. Anyway, it gets worse, if you can believe it. A few weeks back, Donald Trump went on the record as saying that people were coming into the United States from Mexico and raping our women. And if it's not the Mexicans raping our women, then who could it be? Well, according to Donald Trump's ex-wife, the answer is Donald Trump. Back in 1989, Ivana Trump stated during a divorce deposition that Donald Trump had raped her while they were married. According to her, it was a pretty violent incident. She says that he was angry at her because she had recommended a plastic surgeon to him who had given him a very painful scalp reduction. And he got in a fight with her, and during the fight, he raped her while pulling out bits of her hair. It's all pretty upsetting, actually. When this story was published in a tell-all book, Donald Trump said that he didn't do it, and also he had his lawyers give the author of the book a statement from Ivana saying that while she did feel violated, she didn't mean that she was raped in quote-unquote a criminal sense. It's important to note that she didn't give any new description of the event that occurred, but she does change the word that she uses to categorize it. Now, I'm sure that Ivana Trump is stating the truth as she understands it, and I would never go so far as to say that this absolutely, definitely proves that Donald Trump is a rapist. But I do think that this gives us a good opportunity to talk about the sometimes counterintuitive ways that we see rape victims try to cope with what happened to them. It's actually incredibly common for survivors of rape to recontextualize what happened to them in a way that makes them feel as though they weren't raped at all. This is just their way, according to researchers, of normalizing a very not normal and a very upsetting event. Redefining something that would legally be considered rape as something else, something less, like a violation, is actually so common that psychologists have a label for that type of rape victim. They call it an unacknowledged rape victim, someone who copes with their rape by acting as though and genuinely believing that it never really happened. This type of victim is most common when the assailant is someone who is known to them or they've had previous sexual contact with. And in cases of unacknowledged rape victims, they're much more likely to continue to have a relationship with the rapist. Of course, to get back to Ivana Trump, at the end of the day, we just have to take her word for it. And according to her, she now has a great relationship with Donald Trump, and she thinks that he would make a great president. Speaking of people recontextualizing rape, Donald Trump's lawyer, Michael Cohen, went to his defense in the press by pointing out that even if it did happen, he's innocent because you can't rape your wife, legally speaking. It's amazing to me that someone could be a practicing lawyer in the state of New York and not understand that it has been illegal to rape your wife in New York since 1984. Now, it is ridiculous that up until 1984, it was legal to rape your wife or your husband, presumably, but it's not anymore. So sorry, Mr. Cohen, but no, it's definitely illegal to rape your wife. So is Donald Trump a rapist? Well, according to his ex-wife, yes and no. But no matter what, we can all agree that he is the GOP's frontrunner for the president of the United States of America. And isn't that terrifying enough?